Here we go. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go through a few quick housekeeping things, and then Kyle and I are gonna kind of team up and talk a lot more about explanation of energy system within the workouts that we're doing in classes. Because Kyle and I have had a lot of discussions on this over the past month, and we feel like there's still a big gray area amongst the coaches, and there's still, I think, just confusion or just not a full understanding of how to truly explain workout, as opposed to kind of, reading it off the board and being like, all right, have at it. And we've been getting a lot better at it, but there's still lots of nuances I want each person to, I don't even know what nuances means. There's still, I just hear people say, there's still lots of parts that I want people to fully get across, and that gives more of the emotional explanation of the workouts and understanding better understanding what's going on. Keith's here too, and I appreciate Keith being here. Keith didn't have to be here. He texted me last night at 9 to be here, so we'll get a better understanding as far as what we're doing. But also, if you want to talk to Keith afterwards about back, shoulders, knee problems, or how to address it with people in classes, maybe try to think even more outside of the last week. Right, what kind of stuff can we start talking to somebody about if they're having, pain when they do this? What's currently happening? What should they be doing pre and post, or not be doing during the workout, right? So start thinking about stuff like that as well when you talk to Keith. And now will also improve your coaching ability, correcting ability, and just better understanding what's going on. A few quick things first is there's lots of stuff going on in classes now. Fitness, performance, barbell club, competition, yada, yada, yada. So we need to make sure that everyone's still warming up together. So all coaches got to have a voice where if you see people coming in and they're kind of showing it late, hey, I'm doing competition, training today, fuck this. And they kind of go off to the side and start doing something else. Or, we got people in the barbell club taking in protein on the side, waiting for everything else to happen. Make sure you talk to them that, guys, you still have to warm up classes. Because lots of people who are doing that stuff still don't truly understand how to do movements and they don't move that well. So you still need to be doing all the skill work progression. Right? So make sure we're still getting them back in here, doing the skill work, and then sending it off. But also at that point, you still want to bring everybody up to the whiteboard, be like, all right, barbell club, this is what you're doing, standing half moves of this. I want to put a back squat should look like this is the weight you should be feeling out for the workout. You still want to explain that to them so they still know what's going on, right? This is, you're doing this wave load or this cluster, build upon from this day, make sure the second wave load feels like this. Same thing with competition, right? So I write something on the board, I was seeing yesterday, maybe that's my fault, I didn't write squat snatch, but everyone's power snatching yesterday, right? So I tell one, listen, it's a squat snatch, it's a squat snatch. And I'll take credit for that, I'll just write squat snatch, but I want squat snatch. You still want to bring competition people up like this, and this is your workout. This is, 85% for this, 75% for this, and you want to make sure they stick. Their percentages are there for a reason based off the training day, so they still make sure that they're doing that and doing what they're supposed to be doing to see the progressions, right? Not kind of bouncing around like that. Muscle up, muscle up substitutions, and then you go through fitness, performance, and then you touch on everything there, okay? Everyone cool with that? Just make sure we start reeling those people in more. They still need to be going through all the skill work and learning everything. Equipment. This is just my own obsessive compulsive disorder that kicks in every morning. It's pretty bad. But to make it easier for the last person, just make sure when classes are using kettlebells or dumbbells or boxes, sometimes you literally might have to just stand by the dumbbells or stand by the kettlebells and be like, all right, like stack them back up. Don't just drop it over. Sometimes I come in at 5 in the morning and it's 5:27 in the morning, and there'll be like dumbbells all over the place, like kettlebells out to the coffee bucket, boxes are kind of like just scattered everywhere. And you might look at it and be like, well, they're still in the area, but I'm very obsessive compulsive with some stuff, and that's one of them. So it'll just help me out a lot, because otherwise I get so fast I can't even think about the class before I put this stuff away, right? So it's helped me a lot. Every class is kind of hanging out there, making sure that don't just drop shit all over the place and move on. Just they stop being lazy. One thing that we also need to get a little bit better of is recognizing uneasiness amongst people in classes and zones. So classes where we have 3 people, 3 coaches teaching, we want to have designated zones and we want to stick to it. And you guys are doing a pretty good job at that, where I kind of see one person here, one person here, one person here, and that's awesome. One thing we need to make sure that we do, though, for the people who are doing 3 people per class, is stick to those zones, right? Whether it's, sometimes I'll look out and I'll see like class of 30, and I'll see 2 coaches and just keep gravitating towards the same area. Keep gravitating towards the same area. If you see that that's just a problem spot, just let the coach know, hey, I don't know if you see it, or I don't know what's going on, but so-and-so spots, or just keep an eye on that area and go back to your zone. Right? Especially these big classes, especially when it's hot and sweaty, you really got to make sure that each person is exactly where they need to be. So it's kind of like a 1 to 10 to 13 ratio, right, between coach and student. Right? You don't want to get 2 stuck here and then have one person roaming here and have like back squatting and all other stuff going on, right? So make sure we're aware of that. Also, you see uneasiness in somebody, if somebody's like kind of struggling, and some guys are really good at this, but it's just more food for thought. Somebody's really struggling, just not quite getting it. You really want to take a step back and have a conversation with that person. Right? So recognize the uneasiness, and then when you recognize it, try to figure out how to talk to that person. And sometimes it's not about coaching, right? It's about walking up to the person and seeing like just the pure panic or the pure frustration on their face and be like, I know, man, I suck at this too. Like, I hate doing this. Right? It's just like saying something like that and being like, you know, it sucks. And let them know that, you know, that they're not the only one, and you've been there, or other people are there. And that kind of helps them out on the way. I mean, something I used to do all the time is somebody like, oh, yeah, I'm running again, I fucking hate running. I know, me too. I can't fucking stand it. And I can't stand it. I do hate it. But you're like, wow, you know, so-and-so, he's my coach, and he's running, or he sucked at this at one point, right? So, all right, it's expected. You know, it's kind of little things like that. Just having to take a step back, like, hey, you know, how's everything going? Right? And a little conversation like that, where you kind of come out of this like pure, like, okay, bro, knees trapped, weights in the heels, keep that chest up, keep fighting, elbows up, elbows. You know, it's kind of like just sometimes someone new or someone's already just kind of mentally like, wow, it's 107 degrees in here, there's 35 people in the class, 10 people got their shirts off screaming, I got some dude with wrist wraps and knee wraps and a weight belt trying to deadlift 500 pounds around the back. Like, what the fuck's going on in here? Right? And then it's like, I don't even know what is going on, right? It's kind of like coming out of that whole realm, like, right? No? Just kind of pulling them out of that for a second. So keep an eye on that. And then when you do have conversations with people, make sure your back is in position to everything else that's going on. Even if there's 2 or 3 people in the class coaching, if you're solo by yourself, then it's even more important to not turn back when you're coaching. People are going to want to pull you in and have these sometimes in-depth conversations with you when you're coaching. It's very important for you to monitor that and not let that happen. Right? Because you can't afford it with everything that's going on. So if somebody is trying to talk to you in the middle, you got to like kind of maneuver them where you can still see everything that's going on. You're back there concerned with people, or you're still monitoring. Like that means you're not going to make eye contact with people when you talk to them. Right? Just keep that in mind and make sure you're aware of that. Fix it quickly if you find yourself with your back turned towards people, or if you find yourself if someone's trying to grab you to pull you into like their world and their conversation, you gotta get out of it quickly, right, and move on. Should you ever do that? Alright, I think that's it for that part. Block spots, again, I'm going to say this at every single coach's meeting we have for the duration of CrossFit Milford and CrossFit Haven. If you guys can, do a little blog post. Do like a paragraph blog post. Albie might do a blog post on why New Balance sneakers are better for him than Reeboks. I don't know. Right? Just have a voice, get out there, throw a little paragraph up. Keep. Like the same thing I tell Dr. Jamie and everyone else on staff is you guys are more than welcome to have your voice too. Send something in, throw it up on the webpage, right? And again, it's just the more people see the writing, the name, the more build, it's the more building it will have for you as a coach, I think. Okay. Any questions on that? Do we have anything to add before we kind of dive into this? Let's go around the room.
How do you enjoy the blank stares
kind of just, I don't know, used to it. Cat, you anything?
No.
Chief?
There's a couple people, members of the gym, like when I'm coaching, they're like, have a conversation with me. They have talked to me about it before. I just want to make sure you don't think I'm not. You know what I mean? Like I try to.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm not saying don't have conversations with people, right? Just make sure that you're still monitoring.
Yesterday I was here, got my face for 3 or 4 minutes. I went over there on purpose. Came back over there 3 or 4 minutes. I'm like,
They love you.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's like,
It happens. It happens. You gotta make sure you still see
I'm
it.
not worried about you. I'm still coaching,
Yeah.
but it's the perception of all the members. It's like, oh, Ryan was talking to him the whole class, and I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
really don't care. It's all
in mind, yeah.
Come on, man.
I got my backpack down, my keys in hand. I'm running at the door. We had a 5-minute conversation with you. Yeah, 5 minutes. That's it. I believe. Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with just saying, you gotta watch everybody, or
Oh, I've said that. I have to watch it.
I'm busy.
Boxing,
Coach busy.
No.
So, you know, there's a lot of people here like Monday nights and whatnot. I get a lot of Saturday and Sunday people. So I don't know what you want us to say or how you want us to.
Sorry for being so awesome.
Hey, you know I said that. I'm like, we're good. You know,
How many
a
different
lot
times?
of, a lot of people it's like, we don't come anymore. We're signing up for the gym. We don't get a barbell.
Yeah, I mean, we have 34 barbells. I don't know. I mean, we're trying to get more space, but if they want to do that, then it's not
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Don't have the time here. Who knows? I don't know.
Sure, I got one quick thing, guys. I think everyone does, as a coach, an excellent job of monitoring everybody pre and during workouts. And I'm not saying you don't do a good job afterwards, but I think if there's one place you could maybe focus a little bit more. I've just seen some people just post-workout do some things that maybe could be better for their warm downs, or some of the things how they, sometimes we're dead, we just want to fall on the ground and roll over and die, which is all you can do at certain points. But then following through on some people and say, okay, you know what? I need you guys to, walk to the dumpster and back, or you just did, 500 pounds worth of deadlifts, 17 times. Stretch out your back a little bit more over here. Maybe watch some people that don't want to go through the post warm down component, where you and I both know that could be as important, if not more so, than the pre-warm up for the next day. So just making sure people don't cheat that out a little bit. That's my only little tip that I would throw out there.
Alright, so let's dive into this now. We're taking one by one. Might team up on this. Colin feels like I missed anything. We'll jump in. We'll kind of go that way. When explaining the workout, you're seeing the workout on board. So first, I'm going to put an example up. I'll put 2 examples up, right? So we talk about, first of all, let's get to what exactly is an aerobic workout. Pure just sustainability, right? Just movement. Keeping the body moving the whole time without stopping. It's nice and simple, just like that. So if you see an aerobic workout up, and I know sometimes I might have to clarify this more, but you can think of, if we're not testing like a workout like Cindy, so if we're not doing a 20-minute just tester, like, hey, let's get it done, and for the most part, an aerobic set workout, let's call it a 20-minute AMRAP, would be something where each person could just keep moving without having to stop. They might want to stop, right? But no movement and no weight is going to dictate them stopping or keep going. What's going to dictate it is their ability to maintain a certain level of intensity throughout. Okay, so now to start getting into that with workouts, you really want to explain that to people. So something that may look like that is, let's say one that was up the other day, right? So 2 examples of an aerobic. Now, let me backtrack a little bit, sorry. aerobic power workout, right? So an aerobic power workout is one where you see a work time and a short rest time. And a short rest time may be constant work. So we think it from a cyclical standpoint. Cyclical standpoint is just like movement, rowing, biking, running, airline, skier. Let's say 30 seconds at 90%, 30 seconds at 50% times 30. Right, this is one example of an aerobic power workout. Right, it's just constant movement. It's cyclical by nature, and there's really no reason to stop. Now, how do we change that to here? Well, from here, it might look like 15-minute AMRAP, 10 thrusters at 75 pounds, 5 burpees, 200-meter run. Can this be aerobic for everybody in the gym? Put up just like this. Would everybody in the gym be able to do this 15 minutes without stopping?
No. Especially if I.
Yeah, no, right? It's simple, but no, we can't. Some people can't do 5 burpees without stopping. Some people can't run 200 meters. Some people can't do 75 pounds just for 10 reps. Most of the people can. But the thing you got to keep in mind, when you see a workout that's put up like this on the board, you got to kind of register that in your brain. All right, now how can I explain this to everybody to make sure they get what it's supposed to do? Drop the weight down. Or drop the reps down to 5. Drop this to squat thrust with 3 burpees, or 50-meter run here, or a row. Now, something else I made look at this, if you stay, this is all one. This was put up the other day, which is a really tough workout. It was 15 push presses. It was a 400-meter run. It was 15 burpees, 15 pull-ups. Rest 2 minutes times 3. You guys remember that workout? Right, so that was a really tough workout. Kept it at 3 rounds. But the explanation of this workout was off in a lot of classes. Right, where I saw a lot of times people were doing like 3 or 4 sets of pull-ups. They come down, shake it up, and rest time kept getting longer and longer to finish those pull-ups. Burpees, people were breaking up a lot. Right, push press, people were like, oh, just struggling. So this right here, this is still an aerobic workout. Why is this an aerobic workout? Right, but what else? You see a rest time. You work the rest ratio. Right, so you're working more than you're resting. Even if it's a 1-to-1. And you guys, what you guys should try to do is when you do workouts, try to see what's going on with your body, right? So like a 1-to-1, a 1-to-2, a 1-to-3. I believe that a lot of times you can go out to a 1-to-4, depending on the person, maybe a 1-to-5 work the rest ratio, depending on how long you're working for, right? And then the rest time, but this can all still be aerobic if you take your work to rest ratio, depending on the movements, depending on the person, depending on what's going on. So you can see, we're never going to have something that's going to look like this for an aerobic, sometimes we do, but you can see this right here. Now, how would you adjust this for people? Sometimes we put weights on the board, right? So we have RX weight. Sometimes you don't even need to get into the RX weight at all. People can do it, already know what they can do and they're going to do. You don't need to explain that to those people. They're fucking ready to go. Right? But the important thing you want to do sometimes is see this and in your mind be like, all right, this is supposed to be aerobic in nature. So what I need to do right here is make sure people know what weight to do, what rep count to do. So, Kyle, how would you explain real quick, like 5 seconds, the weight of the push press for this workout to its eyes?
Something you know you can do on road.
Boom, simple and easy. I'm going to say the weight. Alright, unbroken 15 reps. Not thinking about it.
Yeah, right. There was a workout, I don't remember if it was last week or the week before, you didn't put up any RX weight, and people just knew. I just basically said you gotta do 15, and people just knew what to do.
And for the most part, they do. And there be some people say, well, what should I do? Right, and then you can adjust them to the round. Yeah. So keeping that realm, how would you explain 15 burpees unbroken?
Don't stop.
Do squat thrusters.
Do as many as you can unbroken, right? Or say, listen, 15 burpees unbroken, you shouldn't stop at all for this movement, so you feel like you can't do 15 in a row every single time. Just bring that number down to one you can sustain each round. Sustain each round.
Would you ever slap a time around that instead of like just
I
so
sometimes-
somebody has their brain
you
wrapped
some-
around a time?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you can attach both, but you have to do it. You really want to understand how long it should take, right? It's more important here to get people for these workouts to do it without stopping their movement, right? So here, pull-ups. I mean, jumping pull-ups, ring rows, 5 pull-ups, 6 pull-ups, 1 set, right? Get that across to people, and then rest 2 minutes. Right, so explain that, okay? So we have different aerobic workouts put up here. With aerobic power, right? Now sometimes, Tom and I would have this conversation where I'll put up a workout thinking it's going to be one thing, and then we kind of look at each other like around 3 or 4 o'clock and be like, wow, that went completely fucking wrong. Right? And so something where it's like 30 seconds of work, and I might, in my head, like, all right, well, I'm going to test them. Now I want this to be a power session. And I'm going to bring the rest down a little bit. It turns out to be a pure lactate session.
Well,
Right?
the other day,
And then it's like, people like fucking just smoked and like all over the ground. And I'm kind of like, that's the hardest lactate session we've done. Like, I know, it's supposed to be power. Right? So sometimes I just, whatever, what do you do? I put up a workout and it doesn't go what I thought it would do in my mind, and that happens sometimes. And you might be able, you'll be able to start recognizing that with people's response, right? So if you see that and it's kind of gets confusing, then shoot me an email. But I'll try to catch that from now on and shoot an email first thing in the morning with what to expect. So if we stay on aerobic, we're going to try to get you staying on aerobic. So let's touch on this a little bit more. Let's put something on the board. Let's say you come in, and it's Cindy. 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats. However, we're not testing. So we're not testing. Now some people might want to have, so I put this one up because you can look at it from different areas where you see a class, and you have some experienced people in the class, and it's like a Wednesday, right? And like, I want to have that this workout. So now you have different egos of stroke, and you have different things to talk about within each class with how the workout should be done. Yeah?
How are we supposed to know if it's testing?
So generally, I'm trying to let everyone know now, hey, we're testing this week, you know. But if you see something like this coming up that lots of people have done, it's more, in my opinion, it's more important to take a workout like this and make it more aerobic for the newer people, where they just keep moving, just to get that effect, keep moving. Otherwise, you see by like minute 7 or 8, that turns into like, they're pretty much like a CP work, where they stop doing 2 or 3 reps, right? So newer people, you can, if you see something like this, is bring the numbers down, bring the movements down. More experienced people, then you gotta, just let them go at it, okay? But let's put another example on the board. Let's say we have something like this. Oh, let's take this one the other day. Let's go. 30 seconds. AMRAP. 2 thrusters at 100 pounds. AMRAP burpee. Rest. Rest 60 seconds. Is that workout still aerobic? You don't think so? Think about minute 6. What do you think's going to happen in your body? So we're going, let's call it times 6 rounds. So if you take an active, let's call the thruster 100 pounds. If you were to come in and see this on the board, you would look at it real quick. 30 seconds, do 2 thrusters, as many burpees as you can in the rest of the 30 seconds, and you rest a minute. You do that 6 times.
Rest 30 or rest 60?
Rest a minute. Rest 6 times. most part, guys, that's gonna turn into an aerobic like power session. Meaning, all right, if I told you guys, I said you go as fast as you can, 30 seconds. 2 thrusters, I want you to do as many burpees as you can, as fast as you possibly can. You think you can sustain that after 2 or 3 rounds? Not only a minute rest? No, right? So that's something you want to look at and be like, all right, if I'm doing 2 thrusters fast, and I'm doing as many burpees as I can fast, and I'm like a minute break, minute 4 comes, minute 3 comes, my burpees might be dropping a lot. Right? Or that thruster is pretty slow and start grinding. I might even start changing weight. So you want to be able to look at that, think about yourself real quick, and then scale it back even more to the average person in here, then what's going to happen? So as you explain something like that, you can kind of get into that. Like, listen guys, what you're looking to do here is what? Keep the same burpee count each time. Get into that emotional cycle. What's supposed to happen? You don't want to go 100% on this workout. So if you do, probably by about that 3rd round, it's going to get pretty tough to maintain what you're doing. So work at the highest percentage you can without having that drop off. Right? Keep the burpees the same. Keep that thruster speed the same. The thrust at 100 pounds, for the most part, that's not too heavy. You can do it pretty fast, right? So the thruster weight you put on should be moderate weight that you can get through quickly, not a complete struggle for 2 reps, pretty touch and go reps, and then the same burpee. And they started explaining stuff like that, as opposed to being, all right guys, we got 30 seconds, 2 thrusters, and wrap burpees. You want to go really hard, we're going to take a 1 minute break, 6 rounds. Let's get some weight on the bar, let's start warming up, and let's have at it. Next thing you know, you see by round 3, weights are coming off. People like, you're like, 3, 2, 1, go. You're like, come on, Bill, go, Bill, go. Right, and he's doing like 2 burpees, and he's like, and it turns into that, and that's something completely different, right? So that's what you kind of want to see and get going. So you can see how that looks completely different than that. Right, and they're hitting different aerobic training systems, it's still aerobic in nature, so you don't think about it. So that's what you want to start seeing a little bit more of. And Tom was talking to me about this the other day where he really liked the emails, so I'll try and get those out in the morning as well.
It's like, Jay, can I say something? Like, that would help, like, a person like me. Because, like, when I see, like, a 20-minute workout, I know I have to, like, pace myself. But if I see a 30-second thing up there, in my mind, like, I didn't know that till just now. That, like, I shouldn't be, like, going all out for the 30 seconds. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, that information was helpful to me just now sitting here.
Yeah, so getting across the emotions of the workout resonates a lot with people.
Can you tell us what style workout it is? Take your emails, info on the workout?
Yeah, so
So I can learn.
yep, I'll do that, absolutely. And guys, like, we can try, maybe one day, we'll try to put together, like if we can get people like a 2 to 3 hour thing and break down each one even more. Because there's still so much to it that I'm kind of jumping over right now just to give you guys like a basis of each one, right? But just because of time, I want to move on to lactate. Any other question on aerobic?
How many times a week are we doing aerobic?
This cycle is ending right now. We're doing it a little more this week. I think 2 to 3 for the most part. We were
Counting
doing,
Sunday or no?
no, not counting Sunday. We were doing a little more lactate last time. Kind of doing a little bit. Lactate. What is lactate? I mean, there's different sets, right? There's lactate endurance versus lactate power within training. What does a lactate workout look like? This is like the stereotypical, I love CrossFit workout. What's lactate? Yeah, fall over, puke. I worked out so hard, I threw up. It's awesome. Right? That's kind of what draws people in, right? It does have that endorphin release, and that it does have that addictive response at first, which we see a lot, and we have examples of that in here. So who's an example of that in here? Right off the head of my head is Sam, Steve Anderson, and Pete Rodicek. And why did I see them? Because they came in here, and those are 3 guys. They're like, I want to fucking throw up, and I want to go nuts, and work, and they were doing extra shit and
Neil.
what happened after 3 months? About 3 months, they're all like, I can't do this anymore. Right? And with the barbell tug and program design and other stuff, which they needed, and it was good that they recognized it and they switched. A lot of people don't switch. So doing too much of this can fuck you up, right? Because your body has this homeostasis where it needs to stay. Right? Extra stress takes you out of that even keel. So extra stress we have from work, we have from life, kids, from the house, and whatever. There's this huge thing that stress comes from. When you come in here, and if you're doing lactate all the time, which I try to monitor that, right? Because sometimes it does get skewed. It causes more stress, and then it takes your body out of homeostasis even more, right? And it fucks everything up. Keep it simple. So, but touching on it from just a workout perspective, what do these workouts look like? Well, let's keep it nice and simple. For an experienced athlete, someone who's been doing CrossFit for a long time, Fran. Right? We do Fran, it takes like 2 to 4 minutes. You go really hard, you can't do anything for like 15, 20 minutes, an hour, 2 hours after that, depending on where you are. Stretching, workouts like that. 1K row time trial, 2K row time trial, aerodyne for 3 minutes, aerodyne for 5 minutes, right? So there's lots about what does this look like in a workout scenario. We did a lot more of these in the last 6-week cycle. You saw us a lot on Tuesday, right? Where let's say it was like, I don't know, 10 thrusters at 95 pounds, 10 burpees, 10 pull-ups, 100 meters sprint. Call this 20, 20, 10. Rest. 6 to 8 minutes. Times 3 or 4, right? So something like that. You guys recognize, you guys remember like stuff like this from the last 6-week cycle? You saw a lot of? So if you come in and you see something like this, where it's a long rest time, where it looks like 2.5 minutes of work, long rest time, you kind of see that and be like, all right, this should be lactate. So now how do you explain something like this to people?
So with that rest time, we're expecting them to be back to 100%, right? They're in full recovery.
Yeah.
So they want to try to maintain what they did in the first one and the second.
Yeah. What do you want to get at for this work time?
90%.
Kyle, what do you think? What do you want to get at here for lactate? Yeah. What effort? How do you explain that to people? Effort-wise.
Oh, I just said, I use running as an example. I use that whole time frame as a whole sprint. Because so if you stop moving and if you were running, it's like you just stop running. So they should all be it's constant movement.
Yeah, so he says that a lot of his classes, which is good. His different perspective that he kind of picks something that everyone knows how it should feel, and says this is what you should be experiencing for each round. Right? And you guys all might get your own nuances for how to explain that to classes, but you want to get that. Right? So Colin, when he explains life, it's like you're just a complete all-out sprint, non-stop movement, like balls to the wall. I just say work hard. Here it's like you just don't want to stop moving at all, and you're pretty much at like that 99 to 100% effort the whole entire time. And this is where this gets tricky, because can everybody work at the same exact intensity effort for the same exact time? No, not at all. Right? So that's something different that we can get into in another meeting. So for that reason, you might have to bring the numbers down, or the weight down, or the time down. Meaning, if you've seen someone doing a workout like this, and it's got this long rest time in, and you see by like the 1 minute mark, is this a drop off? Is that fine? Is there anything wrong with the person? You see that? You see that? Maybe it's not working hard? No, his body isn't trained. It can't do it. It can't function with it. right? So you want to be able to recognize that quickly, and maybe you have to adjust the time frame. Maybe they just go for a minute and a half. All it up for rest 7 minutes. Now, can everybody do these workouts? Should everybody be doing these workouts? Right, no and no. Not everybody can go here. And I even see that a lot with competition people. Workout yesterday. 3 rounds. All right, is this a lactate workout? Kind of give it away, but 3 rounds of time, 25 kettlebell swings, 25 burpees. For some people, is this a lactate workout?
If they keep doing it.
That would frighten me.
What do you think? You think not? You think it should be?
It's not anymore.
Not, well, for people who can do it straight through, yes. But the majority of people are stopping on the first round.
Right. So now if you see a workout like this in a normal class setting, what would you do? You come up and you see, here's a workout, 3 rounds of time, 25 kettlebell swings, 25 burpees.
And you want it to be lactate, or you don't?
What's that? Pace it. Pace it, but what?
So I'm trying to think like for a workout like that for me, that would wreck. The burpees kill me. So if I came out and just tried to lactate that workout, I'd get through maybe the first round and then wouldn't have to stop.
What if it's supposed to be a lactate session? And this, I understand this is where it can get tricky when explaining the workout. We might see something like that and people are like, what the fuck does you want? So that's what I'll do a better job being, hey, today should be lactate. Right, so if I were to put this workout up, like I put up for competition and say, this is supposed to be a lactate session. So this is a fucking test. Fucking go. Have at it, don't stop. And I see this a lot, where a lot of times people who quite should be here, where they've been doing a lot, stop. So they just don't really want to go there, they're not ready to go there. Right, so they'll put that kettle down to 5 reps. Or those burpees. Like round 2, you see a drop off, but those burpees, drop the hands up the burpees, come back into it, right? Everything starts kind of shifting. Whereas this should just be just fucking endure the pain, mentally check out, and get this shit done as fast as you can under 8 minutes. Does that happen? No. If it doesn't happen, it's because people just aren't there. But now how would you, if this was supposed to be a lactate session in the class, how can you adjust that? What can you talk about? What can you do?
Bring the numbers down.
Fuck yeah. What else can you do? Yeah, what else can you do?
Squat thrusters instead of burpees.
Time limit.
Give a time limit on it. You're gonna go, I want you guys to do numbers that you can do without stopping doing fast for 6 minutes as fast as you can. Some people may have to get them down. 3 kettlebell swings, 3 burpees, non-stop, 6 minutes, go. Test.
So
What's that?
yesterday for con people, even so that's not a regular class, still would drop for con people too? Or would you go ahead and have them do it as written? Because, you know, like watching.
Yeah, we know what we probably should have yesterday. And I didn't drop people either. Well, I saw plenty of people doing it, and it turned into like a 10 to 12 minute workout. And it was like, but then it shifts to like a CP type aerobic workout, right? You're doing like 5 reps resting, 3 reps resting, you know. So yeah, we should have.
At this point in the competition programming cycle and stuff too, would it be good as well to let them, grind through this, take all the rest and everything on the side of the and use this like.
If it's already in it,
Should have been.
if you kind of missed it and you're already in it and doing it, it's like go. 2 hours.
Well, it's still kind of early, let them see, that's what I did.
Yeah.
That's what they were saying.
So, I mean, lactate, I think we can all kind of see lactate, but you guys really got to understand how to explain that to people and listen to hazards. We'll also recognize we shouldn't be doing it, and then how to adjust the workouts to accommodate that if it is supposed to be lactate.
On lactate days, are the fitness squads of
Fitness is really never lactate.
Okay, that's what I was asking. So if they shouldn't be doing lactate, they're safe to whatever you have lactate,
Yeah.
safe to whatever you have for fitness. Right?
Plus, I think about how people move that are doing workouts too. So, with that, even if you gave someone a time frame for that workout, you said a minute, of kettlebell swings a minute of versus 3 rounds, which we might look at and be like, are you crazy? But then you think about they have a, 5-pound kettlebell, and they might get 5 to 10 burpees in a minute. That, so it's still basically.
Guy, you got anything you want to add? Lactate?
No, that was it. I'm usually trying to get people not to do it. People who are ready to do it, take this guy and say, no, just, I give the class in general, just what's supposed to happen with that first explanation you gave, and then people who aren't there, I give other parameters.
You guys hear that? He modifies on the fly, right? So people aren't getting other parameters. Is that easy to see in a class if someone's not there? Yeah, it's really easy. How do you know it's easy to see? If it's one round, if it's rounds, you finish a round like this. The time was 3:14. Okay. Right? They're not there. It's plain and simple. How can you tell if someone's there? They come in, they're like, oh my God. But what else? How can you tell if someone's overtrained or shouldn't be there? It's like an 8-minute rest. They're like, all right, guys, let's get ready to go. And they're like, fuck. Right? And then it's like the first round was 2 minutes, second round was like 4:10. Yeah, you shouldn't be there either. It's that thin line you gotta walk. So what do you do? Change the parameter. How do you change the parameter in a lactate workout to make it safe for somebody who shouldn't be there? So you got an answer.
Up the time,
Oh, time of what?
if we give them a time limit of it, decrease the reps.
Decrease the rest, but what else am I thinking about? Intensity. Take the intensity down. Right? Listen. But explain why. Don't be like, Dan, you can't handle 100%, bro. I want you 85% every other round from now on out. Okay? We'll walk away. Fuck you. Fucking smash you. Listen, dude. I want you to take the intensity down. You're doing that recovering. It's just gonna fuck you up. You're not gonna recover for us today. It's just gonna do more bad than good by keeping this high intensity. Bring the intensity down and shorten up the rest time. Make it more of an aerobic workout. Right? But being able to recognize that and spot it and set the parameters and change shit. When you see this, because this can get pretty dangerous for a lot of people. This is a lot of times where injury happens. Super fast, they don't know what's going on, they're trying to push as hard as they can, body position's out of whack, nothing's lined up, not recovering, stressing the shit out of the body, injury. Right? So this is a dangerous spot to be in, and this is why you can't be in this spot for a lot of times when we're going through a training cycle. But when we do it in here, and sometimes we do it in here just because this is kind of the aura of CrossFit and people just like being here sometimes, but we still got to be able to set the parameters and we still take people there without really truly taking them there. Right? And that's the difference like training and coaching is finding that difference and how to adjust and modify in those quick seconds. Right? Alactate sets. Let's go here first. Let's go CP based workout. Power. So from a normal setting, you guys have understanding like pretty much what CP is. Just keep it like deadlift clusters, back squats, 5 4 2 1, like suspension rows, right? Just think strength training. What does CP look like in a workout setting? Let's take frame. What we're changing. 135-pound thruster, burpee chin-ups. Are you flying through that? Probably doing like 1 or 2 reps at a time for most people, right? I mean, they're all person specific. Let's take another one. For most people, right? 20 deadlifts at 315. 20 ring dips. Overhead squats at 155. 20 toes to bar. 20. This might be a comp workout. Let's try it. 20 burpee box jumps to 20 burpee box jumps to a 30-inch box.
That's tomorrow's workout for you guys.
And you have 10 minutes for as many reps as you can. All right, so we did a similar variation to that 2 weeks ago for comp.
The regional ones?
No. When you look at that, what do you think? What do you see? For most people, besides like the elite people,
Half of them.
do you see like, do you think like, fuck?
I think.
See, I look at that and I'm like, oh, that's not bad. The reason why I think that's not bad is that you're doing a few reps at a time. It's not like a 10-minute, boom! It's like, right? You overhead squat 155. You might be doing like the 5 slow reps. Workout is it changes a lot. It's not a fucking sprint. What is it? What's the feeling? What's the emotional feeling of this workout? What?
Oh.
A jog. I don't necessarily think jogs. You're fucking. You guys ever tried to walk through a snowstorm with high with snow that's like up to your knee? Like walking through mud, grinding forward, grudging it out. Right? So you see, that's like a CP-based workout. When you see that, and you kind of want to explain that and get it possible. So now, how do you explain and adjust something like this to a class? I would never do this. Let's say this was a performance-based workout. Performance workout. What are you saying? Kyle, what are you saying?
What you just said, like the way you were explaining how you were moving, you're not going to get 20, you're not going for 20 straight, because then what happens after that? That's not your goal. Your goal is, you're going to do a couple at a time, you're going to have to recover, because it's heavy weight for you, because we're not all doing 315, even though we can do, even if that's your max deadlift, your weight is something that's going to be challenging for 20 reps, something that I want you to have to break up.
See that?
You
That
guys
helps.
get that
Those things help.
because we're like, I'm asking you guys to kind of tell me how you explain it, and I'm just getting like stares. Like, Ryan, I know you might understand this, so feel free to jump in when you need to, right? I think you're holding me back right now. I know you understand it, so I also know you're holding back right now because you've already been through a lot of this stuff, but so feed me. Like, tell me what you guys are thinking with it, because if you don't get it, that's fine if you don't get it. That's absolutely fine, because it's another concept, and it's another level of coaching, but we got to make sure that you get it. Right? And that's just going to take everything in here, and your coaching even above and beyond even more. Right? So you see this, and you're like, all right, you know, and what happens here? If you see a workout like this, and people don't have the flexibility to do overhead squat or anything like that, what generally happens, well, what I see happen in a workout like this, is that they get to this part, and they have like a 33-pound barbell, and they'll be like, done, okay, moving on. So what do you do? If you know it's supposed to be a grudging, grinding effort, and you know this shouldn't be like fast and just ripping through for the most part, what do you do for that part? Can you put in a heavy front squat for people who have flexibility issues? Yeah. Can you put in, let's say, if someone has the ability to get the barbell overhead, but just can't squat, what else would you do? What about a heavy overhead lunge step? You ever done those? Freaking cool, right? But that's when you got to kind of see and make adjustments and make modifications based on what you know should be happening. Right? And that's where some people don't quite, that's where some people kind of get a little slippy, is that there's just some gray area, like I taught at the beginning, then when we explain the workout, people would do this workout and they'll do like, all right, let's do, they think, all right, deadlift, all right, let's do kettlebell swings, and, you know, we'll do push-ups, and then for here, let's do a goblet squat, have that sit up, and then here, let's do like just some box jumps, right? Next thing you know, they're just